Hello boys, welcome back to the channel. How are we all doing? Welcome to the Crystal Palace career mode chilling out. So yeah, we're going to have a nice stream today. Hope you're all doing well. And it's good to be back on the channel doing career mode. Obviously it's been a while since we've done a career mode on the channel. So it's good to be back after a bit of time off from not streaming. Yeah, it's nice to be back streaming again. It's been a while. Yeah, it's very nice to be back though, as I say. We are going to try and strengthen our Palace squad throughout the campaign. Yeah, we'll be looking to bring in signings for Crystal Palace throughout this campaign. We'll be looking to try and obviously get Palace in a good position. Hopefully get Palace into Europe. Maybe we could do that in the first season. I don't know. We'll find out soon enough. Yeah, so hopefully this season we'll have a good season with Palace and hopefully get Palace into Europe. Be nice to get a team like Crystal Palace into Europe. They're a very good, very well drilled side. We're going to make our first signing right now. It's going to be Camavinga. Yes, as I say, it's going to be a nice chilled career mode for Crystal Palace. I'm hoping you guys will enjoy it. And if you do enjoy the stream, please don't forget to subscribe to the channel. If you do enjoy the content on this channel, I do my best to give you plenty of content of Crystal Palace for the next week. Or the next couple of days, however you want to say it, full of content. I'm going to be bringing the content to the channel, and hopefully you will enjoy every single minute of it. This Palace career mode will be a good career mode on the channel. This will be a lengthy career mode, just like Eddie Neddy is doing with Watford. If you haven't seen Eddie Neddy today, he has lost 6 in games in a row in his Watford career mode. Isn't great for Eddie's job. He does have a 94 manager rating now, which isn't too bad for Eddie Neddy. But as I say, if you haven't subscribed to Eddie Neddy yet, please go and sub to Eddie Neddy. He does some great FIFA content. He does plenty of career modes, plenty of Ultimate Team streams. So if you haven't gone and subscribed to Eddie, I would recommend you go and do so. Because Eddie provides the content, and he brings some very, very good content to your screen. So yeah, if you haven't subscribed to Eddie, please go and subscribe to Eddie Neddy. He's a brilliant content creator, so yeah, please go and sub to Eddie if you haven't already. Yes, please go and sub to Eddie, as I say, if you haven't already. We're going to sign Tom Ince from Stoke. Yeah, as I say, if you haven't already, please go and subscribe to Eddie as well. Not just myself, but also to Eddie as well. Eddie's done, I think he's on episode 9 of his career mode today. He's done 9 episodes of Watford already. So yeah, he's not doing too bad at Watford. He has not had the greatest start to the new season, but I'm sure Eddie will get better and he will improve every season like he always does. He always pulls out some good results, Eddie Neddy. So yeah, Eddie, I'm sure Eddie, good luck to Eddie Neddy in his career mode as well. I appreciate Eddie Neddy, all the job he's done on the channel. He's done some great work on his channel. So, as I said, if you haven't subscribed to Eddie, I would recommend going and subscribing to him, because he puts all that hard work in to provide the content on his channel. So yeah, if you haven't subscribed to Eddie, he would very much appreciate you go and subscribe to him. So yeah, if you haven't already, go and subscribe to Eddie Neddy. And of course, if you haven't subscribed to my channel either, please drop a like and subscribe. It would be very much appreciated if you would do that. It would very much help the channel, and of course helped me as well. So yeah, as I say, also if you missed yesterday, I did put up a podcast, another podcast stream up on the channel. Yeah, so that is up on the channel. So if you haven't seen that, go and have a look at it. I would recommend going watching it. It was fantastic. Yeah, so go and, if you haven't seen the podcast, go and watch it. That is up on the channel. And yeah, so go and, I'd recommend go and watch it. It's about, I'll just have to tell you how long it was for. I think it was for about 50 odd minutes. I don't actually know. Let me just check how long it was. I put it up for. Let's just check on here a minute. Yeah, so we streamed that 22 hours ago, and it was for about 18 minutes. So yeah, if you haven't watched it back, go and watch it. We did it for about 18 minutes on the channel. So if you haven't gone watched back, yeah, you can. And yeah, I recommend go and watch it. It went really well yesterday. We had a nice chilled night yesterday. Obviously, we did the podcast last night. And then today we've just been chilling. Obviously, we did start Ultimate Team again because we were having problems with it. And yeah, I'll just tell you about that in a moment as well. Yeah, we have started a new campaign, a fresh campaign. We are looking to build a very strong Premier League side. I can tell you some of the players we have signed already. We've signed Edouard Mendy, we've signed Reguilon. We've signed Davinson Sanchez, we've got Christian Pulisic, Bukayo Saka and Daka so far. We do have a couple positions missing. We are looking to sign another striker to partnership with Daka. We're also looking to sign another centre mid to go into midfield with Thomas Partey. Just to let you know, I think what we're going to do is for the team, as I say, I think I'm going to get Fred for midfield, so Fred will go into midfield, and then I'm thinking Ryan Fredericks will go in right back. Centre back, we'll have a centre back partnership, I think, of Davinson Sanchez and Rudiger with Reguilon, and then up top, I think it's going to be Daka and Calvert-Lewin up top. I think that's what we're doing. I don't know yet. I haven't decided, but yeah. So that's what I'm thinking. So we'll have a look at the lineups in just a moment. Yeah, tough game to start the career mode off. As I say, we've got Chelsea away, so get your score predictions in the chat. Derby day against Chelsea, so this is a big game. As I say, we've got our new signings, Camavinga and Tom Ince will get their Premier League debuts. Kevin Friend's the referee for this game at the Bridge. Yeah, so let's go through the lineups then before we head into our first game. As I say, Palace team is Guaita, Ward, Anderson, Keita and Mitchell. Midfield is Eze, Camavinga, Gallagher and Ince, and then a front two of Christian, Benteke and Odsonne Edouard. Chelsea's lineup is Edouard Mendy in goal, a back line of Reece James, Azpilicueta, Thiago Silva, Hernandez and Ben Chilwell. Midfield for Chelsea is Saul and Kovacic, and a front three of Timo Werner, Christian Pulisic and Hakim Ziyech. That is the front three for Chelsea. Lukaku, I think, is on the bench for Chelsea for this one. Tough game to start the season though. We've got Chelsea away. It's Derby day to kick off the Premier League campaign for Crystal Palace. We head to the Bridge to take on Chelsea on Derby day. It's Derby day here at Stamford Bridge. It's Chelsea versus Crystal Palace. It's Derby day in the Premier League. Chelsea versus Crystal Palace here at Stamford Bridge. It's Derby day in the Premier League to kick off a new campaign. As I say, two new signings for Crystal Palace. We have brought in Camavinga and Tom Ince. They will get their Premier League debuts for Crystal Palace. And it'll be Guaita in goal for Crystal Palace and Edouard Mendy in goal for Chelsea. Big game here at the Bridge to kick off what I hope is going to be a fantastic career mode of Crystal Palace on the channel. There are two debutants. The Chelsea lineup then is Mendy in goal, Reece James, Azpilicueta, Thiago Silva, Lucas Hernandez and Ben Chilwell. Midfield of Mateo Kovacic in Seoul, and front three of Hakim Ziyech, Timo Werner and Christian Pulisic. Romelu Lukaku on the bench for Chelsea for this game. So that is Chelsea's team. Crystal Palace is Guaita in goal. The back line of Ward, Anderson, Kunte and Mitchell. Then Tom Ince, Gallagher, Camavinga and Eze. And then a front two of Odsonne Edouard and Christian Benteke on up top. So two debutants in the teams today. Tom Ince in 24, Camavinga in 19. Edouard Mendy in goal for Chelsea, Guaita in goal for Crystal Palace. It's derby day in the Premier League. It's Chelsea in their home blue, Crystal Palace in their yellow strips, and we are underway here at the bridge. And here is Eze. Early doors to Benteke. Benteke to Edouard. Here is Odsonne Edouard. First shot, and what a save by Edouard Mendy. Mendy's first test on derby day. And inside 2 minutes, Crystal Palace have an early corner here on derby day. And it's Camavinga. Plays it out to Edouard. Edouard with a shot, stopped by Mendy. And Christian Benteke, stopped by Mendy. What a start for Palace. Chelsea on their heels. Here's Reece James. Into Timo Werner. Saul's long ball forward towards Hakim Ziyech. Ziyech for Chelsea. First chance for Chelsea. Here's Ziyech. Hakim Ziyech for Chelsea. Comes in Stein and I'm going to save by Guaita. Corner to Chelsea. 5 minutes gone at the bridge on derby day. Scoreless between Chelsea and Crystal Palace. Here's Werner. Werner for Chelsea, bobbling and bouncing in front. Comes out to Azpilicueta. And Werner! 1-0 Chelsea! Timo Werner makes it 1-0 to Chelsea on derby day. Chelsea 1, Crystal Palace 0. And it's Timo Werner who puts Chelsea in the lead at the bridge. Chelsea 1, Crystal Palace 0. Palace down on goal to 0 early doors. It is Timo Werner with his first of the season. 1-0 Chelsea. Here is Werner again. Timo Werner knocked out by Camavinga. And here's Benteke. Palace struggling to get out their own end right now. Pulisic into Timo Werner. Werner over the top from Timo Werner. And Chelsea coming out the gates flying here. Still 1-0 to Chelsea. Scored by Werner. Mitchell into Camavinga. Here's Edouard. Looking for the long ball forward and it doesn't get to him. Palace looking for their first goal this season. Here is Pulisic. Christian Pulisic for Chelsea. Whips it in, looking for Kovacic. And a good save by Guaita. Here is Eze. Into Camavinga. On his debut for Palace, Benteke down to Mitchell. Mitchell now plays it across to Edouard. Here's Edouard. Odsonne Edouard shot block, and it bounces back to Benteke. And what a save by Mendy! A bobbling shot from Edouard, and Benteke was actually offside, and it wouldn't have counted anyway. Still 1-0 Chelsea here at the bridge. 16 minutes gone. Here's Reece James. Here's Kovacic. Long ball forward towards Christian Pulisic. Knocked out by Joel Ward. Given away by Ward. Dangerous chance here. Pulisic. Great save by Guaita. And Chelsea knocking on the door here at the bridge. Ziyech with a corner for Chelsea. 18 minutes gone. Chelsea and Palace here on derby day. 1-0 Chelsea at the moment. Azpilicueta. Azpilicueta the captain. And he fires it over the net. The captain for Chelsea, Cesar Azpilicueta, knocks it over the bar. Here's Camavinga. Edouard. Odsonne Edouard. Came to Palace from Celtic. And now with Palace this season, Tom Ince making his Palace debut, looking to make an impact under his new boss. Here is a chance for Pulisic. A goal already in the Premier League. Everton 1-up against Southampton. Richarlison has put Everton in the lead at Goodison against Southampton. Here comes Eze. Eze to level it on Derby Day for Palace. Eze, 1-1. Eze with the first goal this season for Crystal Palace. And the equaliser on Derby Day from Eze. And it's 1-1 at the Bridge. And I knew this would be a good game. And Eze with his first goal this season, beating Edouard Mendy in glove side. It's Chelsea 1, Crystal Palace 1, and all to play for at the Bridge. It is Eze with his first of the season. 1-1 at the Bridge. Eze, the man who came from QPR to join Palace. 1-1 at the Bridge. Camavinga on his debut! And Palace lead on Derby Day! Camavinga on his Crystal Palace debut puts Palace in the lead at the Bridge. And it's Chelsea 1, Crystal Palace 2, and the Palace fans going absolutely bananas. Palace, who were 1-0 down to a Werner goal, find themselves 2-1 up from 2 goals from Eze, and now the new signing Camavinga, and Palace lead 2-1 at the Bridge, and could be on their way to their first league victory of the season. Chelsea 1, Crystal Palace 2, and the visitors in the lead for the first time today. 2-1 to Crystal Palace, and the first of the season for Camavinga. And Palace have liftoff with 2 goals. Crystal Palace will be happy with how they fought back from going a goal behind. Here is Chelsea now with Werner. Timo Werner looking for Ziyech. Chelsea in now, as Alex Scott tells us what's happening in that game as well. And here is Werner. Werner with the shot! And Timo Werner shot over the net. Southampton have equalised at Goodison. And it's De Silva who scored. Man who was at Brentford who's equalised. Benteke! I think it got a deflation on the way through. No, I don't think it did actually. Almost half time at the Bridge. Palace leading Chelsea 2-1. It's been a brilliant first half here at Stamford Bridge. Chelsea taking the early lead through Timo Werner, but 2 unanswered goals from Eze and Camavinga. Palace in the lead. Eze, the goal scorer in the first half. Mitchell. Here is Edouard for Palace, nearly for Chelsea. Here comes Chelsea with Christian Pulisic. Werner, the goal scorer in the first half for Chelsea. Lays it off to Ziyech. Ziyech down the left to Reece James. Intercepted Camavinga, and Palace will break with Eze. Goal in the game for him. Here is a chance for Kovacic. Low ball into Ziyech. Tackled by Mitchell. Here is Eze. Reece James with the tackle is Werner. Timo Werner dancing around the Palace defence, and Werner! Lovely move from Timo Werner. Chelsea have to be very, very careful. Palace have to be careful, not Chelsea, Palace have to be very careful. Chelsea looking for that goal.
And the flag is up, offside. Well, that's just
Conor Gallagher, remember, he's on loan at Palace in the game. So here comes Mateo Kovacic. Here's Werner. Timo Werner. Ziyech forward to Werner. Ball in, and a dangerous chance for Chelsea. And Chelsea fans know that should have been an equaliser. It's a good save by Guaita. Oh, mistake from Palace. Werner's in, and he scores! A Palace mistake! And Timo Werner makes it 2-2 with his second of the game. Palace got caught at the back, and Werner pinches in for making it 2-2. And Werner makes it 2-2 off a Palace mistake. 2-2 at Stamford Bridge. 3 minutes of added time. Second of the game for Werner. Here is Ziyech. Chelsea looking to take the lead before the break, and Thomas Tuchel will be happy. They've back level here. And he'll be disappointed for the Palace boss, his team are 2-1 up and bossing the game. Here comes Benteke. Final play of the first half, Christian Benteke. He's in and he puts it wide. And that'll do it for the first half here at Stamford Bridge. It's half-time here at the Bridge on Derby Day. It's Chelsea 2, Crystal Palace 2. 4 goals on Derby Day. It's been a very good Derby Day for both Chelsea and Palace. What a first half that was in this game. Yeah, so what a start to this journey for Crystal Palace. I mean, what a game this has been so far. 2-2 at Stamford Bridge. What a game it's been for both teams. I say Timo Werner with 2 goals for Chelsea, and it was Camavinga and Eze with the goals for Crystal Palace. 2-2 here at Stamford Bridge. Back in a second for the second half. Here we go then, second half underway. Palace Chelsea on Derby Day. What a first half it was, 2-2. It finished at the end of the first half. Here's the second half underway. Chelsea looking for that early quick goal at the start of the second half here on Derby Day. Here's Tom Ince, new signing from Stoke City. Lovely move round the inside, but he can't keep it in play. Palace have started the second half okay, but Chelsea had that early chance at the start of the half to take the lead. Kovacic, Camavinga, hunting back for Chelsea. So for Palace, sorry. Chelsea whip the ball into the box. And a great save by Guaita. Werner on a hat-trick. Remember, Werner's got both of Chelsea's goals in this one. He was looking for a hat-trick. Kovacic into the box to Sowell. Great save by Guaita again. What a stop, what a robbery from Guaita. He robs Sowell from making it 3-2. And it's a brilliant save. Chelsea almost going 3-2 up, but what a save. It's a robbery by the Palace goalkeeper. It's Kovacic. Dangerous chance here. Great block by Palace again. And it's Azpilicueta. This time for Chelsea that can't finish. Ziyech. Short towards Kovacic. The Croatian turns back. He will play it inside. Lovely pass. Werner's in. And Kovacic puts it in. But he's offside against Mateo Kovacic. Chelsea almost made it 3-2. A change coming up here for Chelsea. N'Golo Kante coming on for Chelsea. Kante on to replace Kovacic. Kovacic off, Kante on. The first change for Chelsea. N'Golo Kante on, the Frenchman. Here comes Tom Ince. Can't get past Lucas Hernandez. Here is Ben Chilwell. Pulisic. Long towards Werner. Chelsea, look at that possession in the game. Chelsea have dominated Palace in the possession department. 57 minutes gone in this Derby Day fixture. Chelsea 2, Palace 2. Mark Noble has gone to Newcastle. And it's a great save by Guaita again. Guaita, this time denying Hakim Ziyech. What a save that is. Ziyech looks skywards, and Chelsea know they should have scored. Here is Reece James with a shot blocked by Camavinga. Comes back to Reece James. Lays it out to Ziyech. Back into Reece James. Werner in front. And Guaita denies Werner. Here is Ward. Joel Ward down to Tom Ince. Tom Ince. Here is Edouard. Edouard's shot blocked in front. And Palace having to work hard here. Here is Chelsea with Pulisic. Christian Pulisic for Chelsea. Coming inside. Lovely tackle by Ward. And cleared straight out towards Chelsea. And here's a substitute, Kante. Saul with a shot, and it's fired off by Guaita. Chelsea have to be careful here. So Palace have to be careful. Next game for Chelsea is Derby Day. Chelsea will head to the Emirates to host Arsenal. Chelsea and Arsenal. Derby Day at the Emirates. Chelsea will head to Arsenal next. Here is Werner. Timo Werner through the middle, and he just pops it wide. Another change for Chelsea. Werner's coming off, and on comes Romelu Lukaku. Lukaku on for Werner, and Thomas Tuchel looking for some more outlet. Werner off, who's got 2 in this game, and on comes Romelu Lukaku. New signing from Chelsea from Inter. Lukaku back in the Premier League with Chelsea. Here's Tom Ince. Lovely ball in to the other new Premier League signing this summer, Odsonne Edouard. Great save by Mendy, and here comes Chelsea. Chelsea down the wing with Ziyech. Hakim Ziyech to Lukaku. Lukaku tackled by Anderson. Here's Lukaku through the middle. Good save by Guaita. And Romelu Lukaku's first shot on goal for Chelsea. And it's a great save by Guaita as he fights off Lukaku's shot. And it'll go behind for a Chelsea corner. Chelsea corner to come.
And how about the short corner? Might be able to produce from this position. Pulisic.
Here comes Pulisic. Lukaku! Romelu Lukaku denied by the Palace goalkeeper, who's had a brilliant afternoon in goal. Here's Ward. Joel Ward. Palace next game, we've got Derby Day at Selhurst Park as well. We've got Brentford at Selhurst Park. Derby Day again. We've got another derby coming up next. We've got Brentford at Selhurst Park. First home game of the season. We'll be hosting newly promoted Brentford. We'll host Brentford. Chelsea have Arsenal away next. And Palace will host Brentford. 2 derbies coming up in the next 2 game weeks. Arsenal v Chelsea and Palace against Brentford. Say Brentford at home. Derby Day at Selhurst Park. Our first home game of the season. We'll be taking on Brentford at Selhurst Park. Here's Lukaku. Lukaku to Chilwell. Ben Chilwell. English international, and Chilwell denied. And Saul can't put the rebound in. Still 2-2 at the bridge here on Derby Day. Palace v Chelsea. 10 minutes to go. Here's Tom Ince. Can he win it for Palace? Conor Gallagher. Tackled by Saul. Chelsea played both teams have played well. Mitchell. Camavinga. Still 2-2 here at Stamford Bridge. Here is Lukaku. Down the left to Pulisic. Pulisic against Ward. Palace having to defend here. Keeps ball away. Lukaku with the header. And it will be a Chelsea corner. Ziyech with the corner. 6 minutes to go on Derby Day. Palace with the header out. Here's Tom Ince. Can Palace win it now with 5 to play? Tom Ince, new signing for Crystal Palace. Gets tackled. Palace manager not very happy. Here's Edouard. Tom Ince against Chilwell. Chilwell forward to Pulisic. Chelsea now looking for their winner. Back to Thiago Silva. Thiago Silva for Chelsea down the wing to Pulisic. Palace looking to hold off here to earn a road point here at the bridge. And not behind. Chelsea will have a corner. 2 minutes to go. Palace fans look nervous in the away end. Ward with the clearance. Here's Tom Ince. Loses out to Hakim Ziyech. Chelsea now. Left not long to go in the game. 4 minutes of injury time. Chelsea with the cross. Lukaku goes down. And here comes Palace with Edouard. Beats Lucas Hernandez. And Edouard's through to win for Palace. To win the game for to win Derby Day for Palace. And Chelsea with Hernandez will get it away. And it looks like it's going to be a draw on Derby Day here at the Bridge. But can Palace win it? Last chance for Palace. Edouard! What a save by Mendy! Odsonne Edouard almost winning the game for Crystal Palace. And what a save by Edouard Mendy! 2-2 remains at the Bridge. Last chance heading the way of Palace. Edouard. And that's going to do it here for Stamford Bridge. 2-2 between two very good teams. And Palace get a point here at the Bridge against Chelsea. 2-2 it finishes here at Stamford Bridge. And Palace get their first league point of the season here at Chelsea. Werner got 2 for Chelsea. And it's all over at the Bridge. A point apiece, a point for Chelsea and a point for Crystal Palace. Both teams start with a draw to kick off their Premier League season. It finishes here at Stamford Bridge on Derby Day. Chelsea 2, Crystal Palace 2. So it all finishes 2-2 on Derby Day here at Stamford Bridge. We get a point away at Chelsea on Derby Day. We've got Brentford. We've got Brentford at home next. So get your score predictions in the chat. We've got Brentford at Sellers Park. We're 9th in the league after that draw with Chelsea. So as I say, our first game of the season is 2-2. As I say, our first point of the season, 2-2 against Chelsea. Now we've got Brentford. Brentford at home. Get your score predictions in the chat. How are you going to think we'll do here? Derby Day fixture. We've got Brentford at home. Derby Day. We have Watford coming up in the Cup soon as well. So get your score predictions in the chat. How do you think we're going to do against Brentford? It is Derby Day again in the Premier League. Our second derby game of the season. We've got a tough game here. Brentford are a very good side. You cannot underestimate this Brentford team. We're going to sign Jeff Hendrick as our new player. We're going to sign Jeff Hendrick before our game against Brentford. Hendrick's going to get his debut in the game against Brentford. I'm going to play him over Gallagher. We give Jeff Hendrick his debut for Palace. We'll extend it. We'll do even better for Jeff Hendrick. Yes, we're going to sign Jeff Hendrick. He's going to be our third signing of the career mode. So let's get some welcomes in the chat for Jeff Hendrick. New signing from Newcastle. This is a good pickup by Palace. He's a very good player, Jeff Hendrick. So there we go. Jeff Hendrick, new signing for Crystal Palace. Our latest signing, Jeff Hendrick. As I say, we've got Brentford at home. They're in the relegation zone. So get your score predictions in the chat. And it's debut for Jeff Hendrick. Hendrick's debut. So get your score predictions in the chat. How do you think Jeff Hendrick will get on in his debut for Crystal Palace? We'll get a lot of game time, Hendrick, mate. I tell you. Don't need to be unhappy. Yeah, we'll let him go out back to loan. We'll let Gallagher go out to Chelsea. Loan him out to Chelsea. Because he's probably not going to get enough game time. Let's let this guy go as well. There we are. That's Jeff Hendrick's our latest signing. Michael Elise as well. I don't know what we'll do about him yet. I haven't decided. Ayew, I'm not sure about him yet either. So yeah, we'll just keep Elias for now. As I say, we've got Brentford at home next. We're at 35 minutes, and I've only got 10 minutes, so this may be the last game of the stream today. Here we go. Derby day then. We're playing Brentford at Sellers, and debut for Jeff Hendrick. Jeff Hendrick's debut. Debut for Jeff Hendrick in Palace colours.
Crystal Palace, and they face Brentford.
Hendrick, let's see how Hendrick performs in his debut for Palace.
The atmosphere is electric inside the stadium before kick-off, and hopefully we're not disappointed.
I'll go out play.
Is the outcome.
Jeff Hendrick's debut here against Brentford. See how he gets on.
Encouraging move from Crystal Palace.
Hendrick's debut, what can he do? Jeff Hendrick. Jeff Hendrick on his Palace debut. And Hendrick!
He scored on his debut.
Jeff Hendrick in his Palace debut gets his first goal for Palace. And it's the new signing, Jeff Hendrick, opening his Palace account. The man who signed a 4-year deal from Newcastle has opened his account in the Premier League for Crystal Palace. The Seagulls. Their new signing, Jeff Hendrick, gets his first goal for Palace. And it's a biggie. 1-0 Crystal Palace. And his new signing, Jeff Hendrick, with his first goal for the club. Hendrick's first goal for the club, and it's a biggie. 1-0 Palace.
Ivan Toney. Showing patience as well as
big play that was for Hendrick in his Palace debut to score in his first game for his new club. Tom Ince. Brentford have been struggling in the Premier League so far and almost get one there. What a strike that was, and Brentford almost drawing level here on Derby Day. That would have been a special strike from Brentford if that had gone in. Here's Ivan Toney. Good tackle by Palace. Tom Ince now bursting down the left here for Crystal Palace. Still going. Tom Ince still going, looking for his first Palace goal. Tom Ince. What a strike and what a save by the Brentford goalkeeper. Brentford's keeper having to play some brilliant saves to keep his team in the game. SA's corner's a bit of a weird one. It doesn't go towards goal. It's a good play from Brentford, not letting Palace get set up in their own end here. And here comes Ivan Toney. Chance here for Brentford. And Brentford are back in it. Brentford equalise on Derby Day. And it's 1-1 at Sellers. And Brentford equalise. It's a great finish. And Brentford draw level at Sellers. 1-1 on Derby Day.
Totally in the wrong position. He'll be disappointed with that.
So
Brentford back level. It's a great finish for Brentford. And Brentford are back in it. The team who got promoted last season, the winners of the playoffs last season in the Championship, are proving why they deserve to be in the Prem. And it's Ivan Toney. Ivan Toney almost putting Brentford in the lead. Palace backed off again. And Brentford almost punished them again. Tom Ince gets tackled, and now Palace are in danger. Here comes Brentford. Brentford coming for their another attack here. Is Ivan Toney. Ivan Toney over the net from Ivan Toney. Brentford still are in this game. Palace are letting Brentford have too many chances. Here's Jeff Hendrick, who scored in his Palace debut. Hendrick again! It's 2 goals for Jeff Hendrick on his Palace debut. He puts Palace back in the lead. And it's Jeff Hendrick with his second goal of the game for Palace. Crystal Palace 2, Brentford 1, and it's Hendrick again. What a debut for Jeff Hendrick. 2 goals in his Palace debut, and he gives Palace a 2-1 lead on Derby Day against Brentford. Brentford have actually been so unlucky with their chances, and Hendrick again, and Palace with a 2-1 lead. It's a double for Jeff Hendrick, and Palace take the lead again, 2-1 here at Sellers Park. Here comes Brentford again, dangerous chance here, ball whipped in and cleared by Anderson. Only out as far as Nusgaard. Here is Tony. Ivan Tony's shot gets blocked in front. Jensen over the net from Jensen.
Far too much elevation there.
Brentford looking for that equaliser straight away. They are not messing around. Tom Ince. Edward. Hendrick's in. For a debut, for a hat-trick! Oh, Jeff Hendrick all of a sudden with a hat-trick on his debut. Brentford let Jeff Hendrick in. And Hendrick, who scored 2 in his debut, almost had a hat-trick in his first game for Crystal Palace. You can see the manager's frustration. He knows that he should have made it 3-1, and that would have been lights out for Brentford. It's a great save.
Update for us. Breaking developments at Villa Park, Alex.
It's a great save, that is. Still 2-1 to Palace. And Aston Villa have taken the lead against Newcastle. Ollie Watkins has put them in the lead. Camavinga! It's Camavinga! What a save! Robbery! Brentford goalkeeper robs Camavinga. He got his first goal for the club in a draw away at Chelsea, and he almost has another here against Brentford at Sellers Park. Palace have played very well in this game. They only have a 2-1 lead, but they feel that they deserve to be winning by more than 1 goal right now. But Brentford are not allowing them to do it, a mistake. Brentford are in, and Brentford missed the chance to tie the game. If you're a Brentford fan or player, you'd be absolutely livid. But another save by Guaita. Straight to Ivan Toney, and Guaita robbing Ivan Toney. 2 silly mistakes from Palace, and Brentford almost punished them. Overhead kick from Ivan Toney, and it just doesn't go on target. Palace have to be careful. They've made too many mistakes, and a couple of times they've been caught out. Here's Edward. Edward to give Palace a bit of breathing space in this derby match. It's a good save. Edward, what a goal! Odson Edward on the volley, and Edward puts Palace 3-1 up on Derby Day, and breathing space for Crystal Palace, and it's Odson Edward who puts them 3-1 up against Brentford. The first shot coming in is denied, but he overhead kicks it over his head past the Brentford goalkeeper, and Brentford, sorry, Palace now leading Brentford 3-1 on Derby Day, and surely that's enough.
3-1 as things stand.
3-1 to Crystal Palace. It's Edward's first of the season, and it's a beautiful goal. Benteke, and offside against Palace. Almost half time. Almost half time at Sellers Park. Crystal Palace 3, Brentford 1. Here's Benteke. He's still going, Christian Benteke. It's Benteke off the bar. It's the crossbar. Benteke looking for his first goal this season, and it rings off the bar. Still 3-1 to Crystal Palace. Brentford, though, will not give up. Wisa plays it to Canos. Here's Canos for Brentford. Canos still going. Whips the ball across. Dangerous ball in, and stopped by the Palace goalkeeper Guaita. 3 minutes of added time at the end of the first half. Here is Brentford. Brentford looking for a second here. Dangerous chance for Brentford to get back in the game. Wheater's shots into the hands of the Palace goalie. Tom Ince. Ivan Toney. Wheater. Shot blocked and cleared away by Jeff Hendrick. And that'll do it for the first half here at Sellers Park. Palace will be loving it. 3-1 up against their rivals Brentford. It's been a very good first half. 2 for Hendrick, 1 for Edward. Hendrick on his debut for Palace has had a good debut with 2 goals for Palace. as we begin the second half here at Sellers Park. Don't forget, we'll be streaming career mode again tomorrow morning, so don't forget to join us on the channel. We'll be continuing our journey with Crystal Palace in the morning, so don't forget to watch that. We're continuing our career mode tomorrow on Palace. Is Eze Camavinga, as we're now at the 48th minute of this fixture. Brentford trailing 3-1 on Derby Day to Palace. Here's Tony. Ivan Toney! And Ivan Toney makes it 3-2 on Derby Day. And Brentford are coming back. And it's the main man, Ivan Toney, with a rocket. 3-2 at Sellers. Toney with the finish. It is now 3-2. Tony's first of the season. It's Eze! And there's the response for Palace! Eze responds with his second of the season. And it's 4-2 to Crystal Palace. And it's the second of the season for Eze. Eze with the response. Crystal Palace 4, Brentford 2. And there's the response. Eze set 2 goals in 2 games for Eze. And a 4-2 lead for Crystal Palace. And surely that is 3 points. Their first win of the season here at home to Brentford. As we head into the hour mark. Palace 4, Brentford 2. Here's Brentford again, Ivan Toney.
And it will be goalkeeper's ball.
Guaita. As we're now into the 54th minute. Palace with a 2-goal lead over their rivals Brentford. Here is Edouard, Odsonne Edouard. To steal it, and he does! It's a double for Odsonne Edouard, and surely 3 points for Palace. Crystal Palace 5, Brentford 2, and surely that does it for Palace. 2 for Hendrick, 2 for Edouard, and surely that's 3 points now for Crystal Palace. And job well done for Crystal Palace after they drew on opening day to Chelsea away at the Bridge. They are going to bounce. They're going to get their first 3 points of the campaign against Brentford here on Derby Day, it looks like. But there's still 30 minutes to go. 58 minutes played here. Palace with a 5-2 lead over Brentford. Brentford look like they're just trying to get something going here. Here's Canos. Brentford coming forward as we are now into the hour mark here at Sellers Park. Here comes chance for Brentford, and a good save by Guaita. They've had a flurry of goals in this second half, Palace. They've scored 2 unanswered goals in the second. We already know that Lucas Hernandez is confirmed. Chance for Brentford, and Brentford score a third as Palace are backed off again. And it's 5-3 in this derby fixture. Palace 5, Brentford 3. And with 25 minutes to go, it is now 5-3 at Sellers Park. Here's Jensen. Dangerous chance here for Palace. Brentford buzzing now to scoring. Benteke still going. And the whistle blown dead for 25 to play now in this game. There's just 25 to go. Brentford making a change here. A couple of changes here for Thomas Frank. Brentford looking to see this game out. Sorry, Palace, beg your pardon, looking to see this game out. 5-3 they have over Brentford. Onyeka's on for Brentford. Is Edouard on for the hat-trick, and he's rimmed the side netting and almost jumped on for Palace. It was Odsonne Edouard for the hat-trick, and he rims the side netting. And it's still 5-3, 20 minutes to go at Sellers Park. Palace 5, Brentford 3. And almost a hat-trick for Odsonne Edouard. Next game for Palace will be away tomorrow. We'll have Watford away in the Carabao Cup. We have Watford in the Cup tomorrow. That will be a great game for you guys on stream tomorrow. Watford in the Cup tomorrow. Edouard lays it off. 20 minutes to go. Here comes Brentford. Brentford looking for a 4th goal here. Palace are back. And they have Anderson back. Chance for Brentford, and it's just too hard. And it was Ivan Toney. Another change for Brentford. They've used all 3 of their changes. Their final change for Brentford here. They know last 15 is going to be tough now. Down by 2. Hendrick can't get there. Edouard and Hendrick both on 2 goals. Hendrick's debut for the club. He's scored 2 goals in his Palace debut. Here comes a chance for Brentford. Can they cut in the lead here? Cut the lead down to 5-4, but they can't. 15 minutes to go. Brentford trailing by 2 on Derby Day to their rivals Crystal Palace. 15 minutes left. Brentford trying to get something going here into the final 10 minutes. It's Ivan Toney's chance. And Hendrick and Palace clear. Benteke through the middle. Christian Benteke to seal the points on Derby Day for Palace. Christian Benteke. He's in on goal. And he scores! Christian Benteke on the score sheet for Crystal Palace, and job well done, sealed by Christian Benteke, and Palace surely win now. And Benteke makes it 6-3 and 3 points to Crystal Palace. First of the season for Christian Benteke, and surely that's enough now to see this game out. Palace 6, Brentford 3, 10 minutes to go. Edouard with a long chance, oh, and he's looking for the hat-trick, and he almost does it. Palace know they've done enough now, a 3-goal lead here at home to Brentford on Derby Day. 8 minutes remaining in this contest. Here is Eze, Edouard, Camavinga, Edouard again, here's Camavinga, a great strike and a great save. 7 minutes to go in the stream now. It's the final 7 minutes of today's stream. The clock ticks down to just 6 remaining in this derby fixture. Palace 6, Brentford 3, as we're now in the final 5 minutes. 5 minutes to go here on Derby Day. Palace with a 3-goal lead over Brentford. They will get this will be their first home win of the season. Their first game at Sellers Park is going to be a win here against Brentford on Derby Day. They'll start the season with their second game of the campaign with 4. They will end today's stream with 4 points. They got a draw away at Chelsea and 3 points here against Brentford. We've had 2 derby games. We drew our first derby game 2-2, but we're going to win here we're going to win 6-3 at home against Brentford, unless Brentford get a consolation. Maybe it'll be 6-3 the final. Brentford having one more attack here. Ball in, but cleared away. Hendrick will just clear it forward towards Benteke. Palace looking for one more attack. Eze, can Palace get one more chance? And the whistle blows, but Palace won't care. It's a home victory, 6-3 against Brentford. We defeat Brentford at Sellers Park, and we end off today's stream with a victory against Brentford. Thank you guys for watching for now. Don't forget, tomorrow we'll be streaming again for the next episode. Thank you for watching for now, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. Bye-bye.